keeps coming, Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Chopper, Delta. Check.
2nd and 5. And he's got his man on the out route.
Second down pass. Complete to number 83. Brings up 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Yeah. Kill.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Switch gears.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check your hot read.
1.
Mike 22.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight right. We got four.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Back to throw. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 61. Matchbox, right. Wahoo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming after you. Mike 22. Let's go one more. Check Dan. Check 31. Check. Fresno. Ready.
Back to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
On the dump. Mike. Watch the curls. Charlie. 41.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Nixon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone go.
2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. John Ross. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go!
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mark 22, Mark 22. Who that? Who that?
2nd and 2. Complete. Smith has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming. Shit! Watch the shit! Check 4, check 4. No. Set, go!
Henry running right. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike. Check, Joe! Mike 22, go. Let's go, D. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Check.
2nd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
I got it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 24. Check 24. Max 22. Max 22. Nice. Read up.
3.
26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alpha. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 3 bud.
They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down, Texans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. Go.
2nd and 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He finds Hopkins complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd and 15. Forced out to his left. There goes a deep ball. Ends up, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 41's the mic. Squeeze, squeeze, doubles up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 41, Mike 41. Bravo! Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 41's the Mike, 41's the Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Spend it. 41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Focus, defense, focus. 41's the Mike, 41's the Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3.
22, Mike 22.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his man on the out route. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a give, right side. Nixon. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. Even. 4 down. He's in. On.
They'll run it again with Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 10 Tucson. Check. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Man, that's trash. That's ready to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get them home. Delta. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. I'm scared. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check safety. Check. Lock it. Check hot route. Hot smoke. Hot.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Go. 41 Mike. Watch the curl. Check 99. Hatchet. Ready, go.
Derrick Henry.
You ain't going nowhere.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's checking crack. Check. Whip. Protein spill. Wahoo.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Blue dart Corkers. Exit. Mike's 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch the screen. 41's the Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Gardner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Got it. It's coming. 41's a mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Now. Play. Haywood. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. I got you, son.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to spin their ears back and get after him now.
The kick by Lambo is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I just want to
get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Houston.
Set, ready. Switch the elbow. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We're ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Under 10. Under 10.
They'll try the left side. Nixon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Push him back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Box try. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 22. Mike 22. All day. All day. Any day. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Go!
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will. Take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's the backup Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Titan football. On first down, Amos. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on.
He completes it to Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
That kid, big hit. Check tight. One. He's checking. Crash. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Mike 41. Watch the run.
2nd down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hernandez. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check motion.
41's the mic.
3.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
From the gun, Mariota. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
One last shot now for Mariota. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Houston, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a